Hello, everyone, and a big welcome to another Hades Beer Corner video. Now, today is another stout. This is an Imperial double chocolate stout named Original Thin. It's 13.5% alcohol by volume and is from Norway, Stavanger, Norway, brewed by a lo local Stavanger brewery called Lervig, uh, spelled like that. Now, next into a little bit about what the type of beer is about, and then a review. And we have Bertil here in the studio. Let's go. So, what is stout? It's a dark top fermented type of beer, which include beers such as Imperial stouts, Imperial double stouts, and Imperial double chocolate stout, and oatmeal, milk, and rye stouts, which are quite self-evident. Most of those as to what those um, mean. The first known mention or use of the word stout for a beer is documented in 1677 in Egerton manuscripts, and it refers to the strength of the beer. Porter and stout have been used quite interchangeably over the years, but the porters have been been typically of a variety of strengths, typically 7 or 8% alcohol by volume, and those were called stout porters, strong porters. So porter originated in London, England in 1720s, early 1720s, and a few decades earlier was the first mention of stout. So porter became popular in London, in particular with porters, the port workers, and so hence its name. It has a strong flavor or taste, and it takes a lot longer to go bad than other beers, and it was cheaper than most other beers, and wasn't that much affected by heat. Um, and it didn't really take long, um, some decades, that port breweries in London had grown beyond uh, any scale that was prior to that. And a lot of these were imported slash exported to Ireland, and where it was first brewed by Arthur Guinness at his brewery at St. James Gate in Dublin. And nowadays it's called Guinness. That beer, world famous stout beer, is called Guinness. We have Guinness World Records, etc., etc. So where do we get the term Imperial Stout or Russian Imperial Stout? Well, we get that from the fact that the Imperial Stout was a type of stout that was uh, brewed in the 18th century by Frail's Anchor Brewery in London to be exported to the courts of Catherine II of Russia. Changing hands later on, becoming Barclay Perkins Imperial Brown Stout, and it was shipped by to Russia by Albert von Lecoq, no pun intended. So, and there's a beer or brewery by that name, Lecoq, in Estonia, and it a had and still has an alcohol content about 10% ABV or alcohol by volume. And it hasn't changed in all these years, centuries since then. And what makes a double stout? Well, it's it tends to refer to any style of beer that has an extra dose of grains and hops to produce a higher ABV or alcohol by volume. So, an imperial, as I said, refers to the fact that it was originally exported to the court of Catherine II of Russia. So there we have it. Uh, as for chocolate stout, uh, it's something that brewers sometimes call stouts that have a noticeable dark chocolate flavor through the use of darker, more aromatic malts, particularly chocolate malt, which is a malt that has been roasted or kilned until it acquires a chocolate color. Uh, Sometimes, uh, as with Muskoka Brewery's double chocolate cranberry stouts and Young's and Rogue Brewery's chocolate stouts, the beers have also been brewed with small amounts of chocolate, chocolate flavoring, or cacao nibs, which is quite interesting. So anyway, uh, original sin, which is a an imperial double chocolate stout, 13.5%. Um, as mentioned previously, it's made by a Norwegian brewery named Lervig in Stavanger, Norway, and it contains water, barley, cocoa nibs, oats, vanilla, hops, and a yeast. And it doesn't really it is pitch black. It doesn't really give a it gives only very little minimal foam on head, and it's very vanillish, chocolatish coffee perhaps. Oh, really strong. 13.5%. There's it's really bubbly. It doesn't give a big head. Just some minimal head on or foam on the edges, but it really gives smooth chocolatey and um, vanilla uh, taste on it. Um, mm, as strong as many wines and very roasted, roasty as well, and it's sinfully good. Hence, original good. Original sin. Sorry, it's so good. Uh, so I would say 10 out of 10. Sorry, it's there's some cigarette smoke steaming through the vent air vents because people are stupid enough to smoke on their balconies. But hey, cheers. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.